Hey everyone, how's it going? I am coming live today because I have been getting so many questions lately. People reaching out and asking me, all right, I've heard all this buzz about Monat. What is it that makes it so special and so unique and so different? Why is it any different than anything I can buy at the store or anything that my hairstylist is selling me in the salon? So I thought I would kind of just break it down for everybody. I'm gonna back it up a little bit and just say that when I first started using Monat, I actually wasn't looking for a hair care product that was going to be like do anything amazing for my hair. I wasn't unhappy with my hair. At the time, I really didn't even think much of it. I had, a newborn baby and I was like throwing my hair up in the mom bun all the time. And I didn't think that it wasn't really like a huge concern of mine. So I found Monat sort of by accident. A friend of mine introduced it to me. I've always been really big on just trying to like reduce the amount of carcinogens and toxic things in my life. So, hey guys, hey Drea, how's it going? What's up, Dana? If you're hopping on, say hello. So I started using Monat because I was looking for something that was just going to be a healthier product for me to use. I didn't realize that I would have like a total hair transformation, and I didn't like do a ton of research. I didn't know exactly what was in the product that would make it so different. I just knew that a girlfriend of mine who, was a cancer survivor said, hey, you should try this shampoo. It's a lot better than what's in your shower now. So I did, and I felt good about using something that was a healthier option, and I had no idea that I would totally transform my hair, and I had no idea that I would like end up completely changing my life. So I'm gonna back up a little bit and talk a little bit about, hey Alyssa, talk a little bit about why Monat is so different and what is kind of like the secret sauce of the product in general. And it really goes into the ingredients. And I don't know if you know, but a lot of hair products or beauty products are made primarily of water. So if you flip your bottle around and you look at the back of your bottle, the first ingredient is usually water. And in hair care products, it's about 60 to 80% water in most products on the market. And Monat is a much lower amount of water. It's about 40% water. So it is a much more concentrated product, which is awesome for us because we are getting more of the good stuff that's in Monat, and our products also last a lot longer than the normal bottle of shampoo because you're using like way, way, way less. They're really concentrated. But when you go back to the water, and if you've followed me at all, you'll know that I'm kind of big on water and filtration. I used to live in South Florida, and the water source there is terrible. There's like nuclear plants near in the area, and I became sort of like mildly obsessed with like finding like really pure water. So one thing that I didn't know about Monat, which I think is really important, is that the water that is used in our products is filtered through reverse osmosis. And that is a way to remove like all of the pesticides and chemicals and fertilizers and like harsh things that are found in the water, like just from the tap. So the water used to make our products is super, super filtered. And then something cool about water that's been filtered through reverse osmosis is that the molecule acts like a sponge. So all the good ingredients and all the botanical ingredients that are inside Monat that are designed to make your hair grow healthier, shinier, replenish all the natural oils and replenish all the vitamins and nutrients and minerals that you're supposed to have in your hair, all of those get absorbed into the water molecule, and so they're more effective when you go to shampoo your hair. What this does over time is you really notice a change in the state of your hair. Monat is an anti-aging hair care line, right? And I know that that is like a strange thing for most people to think about because we're not familiar with that. We're not familiar with this whole like anti-aging hair care idea. And if you think about it, like your scalp is just an extension of your face, right? It's skin. The scalp on the the top of your head is skin, and it needs to be nourished and taken care of just as much as like the skin on our face. And a lot of us kind of neglect that. And so what the company has done is they have come up with this product that actually works on your scalp. So yes, it's about our hair, and it's about making our hair look prettier and shinier and healthier and fuller and reducing the amount of breakage and making it more manageable. But all of that really starts at your scalp. So what the product does is it gets into your scalp. It is like opening up your hair follicles. It's stimulating the growth. It's reducing the amount of shedding, and they do it through different botanical extracts and ingredients. So what you'll notice when you start using the product, most people notice right away that their hair is softer and silkier, and they can go longer between washes. But after you've been using it for 3 months, for 6 months, I've been using the product now for, I think maybe like 20 months now. It's definitely over a year and a half. What I've noticed is that the hair that is coming like out of my head, you know, like down to about here, is just a lot thicker and fuller. Obviously these parts are like, you know, prior to Monat, but what you will notice, and what a lot of hairstylists will notice as they're doing people's hair that have been using Monat, is that there's so much thicker growth in like the areas where you know, since you've been using the product. I'm totally getting sidetracked, but basically the longer that you use these products, the better results you're going to get. I seriously have never had, my hair has not been this thick and this full since like probably high school. And it's just something that happens over time. We get, you know, we color our hair, we style our hair, we bleach it, we straighten it, we do all kinds of terrible things to it. We're using products that are really harsh. And so your hair starts to break and it gets more brittle with time. And so it's hard for it to grow longer. It's hard for it to get past a certain point. And so you really need to think about the products that you're using. The second thing, so there's like 5 qualities of Monat products that make it really different than anything else on the market. So the first is the water. The second is that we use pharmaceutical grade botanical extracts, essential oils, vitamins, and minerals. And what that means is it's kind of like when you go to the vitamin store or like, you know, you're at the grocery store and there's all different kinds of vitamins. And there are some vitamins that are like mass produced, and they're filled with like all these fillers and sugars and things like that. And then there are other vitamins that are usually, you know, more expensive, and they're made with finer ingredients, and they're better for you in general with the amount of nutrients that they can provide. So Monat only uses, we don't use like industry, like mass production, like vitamins and minerals and extracts in our products. We go straight to the source. We source our ingredients from all over the world, and they're pharmaceutical grade. So that's a big, if you know about essential oils, you know that that's like really, really important. The third thing is that we produce our products in small batch manufacturing. So what we actually own our own manufacturing plant in Miami, and we produce everything like in small batches. So it's not, things are not getting outsourced to a big manufacturing center that's producing like, you know, 25 different brands of hair care products, and they're all getting mixed together, and there's not that much quality control. Or maybe you don't realize that, you know, these outsourced companies are like cutting costs, and they're, you know, changing little things here and there. Monat does all of its own manufacturing, so they have complete control of the ingredients, the quality, all of the processes right there on site. And we manufacture things in small batches, so they're not sitting on the shelf for very long at all. So they get manufactured, and they get distributed through our own distribution center right out into our clients' hands. The fourth thing is that our products are never boiled. Now, this is different than a lot of the hair care products out there that use like high pressure steaming to mix and emulsify all the ingredients together. And if you think about like your vegetables, right? Like you're going to make some broccoli for your family. The longer that you cook it and the more that you like expose it to heat, the less nutrient value you have in there. So when you're taking like really fine ingredients and really fine essential oils and botanical extracts, and you're like submitting them to all this like heat and boiling processes, it really degrades the products. So our products are never boiled. So they're very, very carefully created and manufactured. And then the last part is that we have no harsh chemicals. Monat is a naturally based hair care line. I know that there's like semantics where people are like, you know, it's all natural, or it's organic, or no, it's naturally based. And there's some confusion there, and I kind of want to clear it up. First of all, am I back? Something happened. My internet is terrible in my house for some reason. But anyway, all right, so what I was saying is that there's kind of like a confusion between like all natural versus naturally based and what that means. And I don't know who actually came up with the definition of all natural in the first place, or what that even means. But it is good for me to be able to clear this up a little bit. So technically, like, our products are naturally based because what we do is we combine natural ingredients found in nature, botanicals, minerals, vitamins, essential oils, and we combine them with the least amount of surfactants, emulsifiers, and preservatives. Oh my gosh. So Facebook Live does not like me today. I don't even know what happens if you lose signal, if it just cuts out or what. But I'm gonna finish now because I'm just getting into like the good part, right? So, all right. So we're talking natural versus naturally based. And what I was saying is that when you have a naturally based product, what that means is you're using, like, so Monat uses like the least amount of surfactants, which are the things that are used to cleanse your hair, because if you didn't have any, then you would get like absolutely no bubbles whatsoever, and you wouldn't have anything to actually remove the dirt and cleanse your hair. The second thing is preservatives. So we try to use the least amount of preservatives possible in order to basically keep our shampoos and our products from like turning moldy and full of bacteria. If you have absolutely zero preservatives in your products, you would have to refrigerate them. They would have to be, you know, really carefully stored. They wouldn't last at all. So we do include a little bit of preservatives just so that our shampoos remain like free of like fungus and molds and things like that, and then you could actually like keep them in your bathroom and not in the refrigerator. So those are really like tiny little discrepancies that I think some people are unaware of. And the last thing is, what's the other thing? Oh, the emulsifiers. So emulsifiers, surfactants, and preservatives are like the three things, I guess, that would keep us from being like completely 100% all natural, which is like any other product on the market. Like there's barely anything that you can find that would be completely 100% all natural. So the emulsifiers are they're just like, it's something that is used so that the oils and the waters and everything like mix together and blend well. I'm not a scientist. I don't know like all the details, but I know that that's kind of like the main thing there. Now, the thing about it is that because we use so few preservatives, that's where that whole small batch production comes into play, and we can get our products into our clients' hands right away. So those are like the 5 main things that make Monat really different than other products on the market, and why they're such really, really high quality products. I did mention that there's no harsh chemicals, but I didn't really specify what that means. There are no harsh salt systems in our products. There are no phthalates. There are no DEA, PEG, no sulfates in our products, no harsh colors or fragrances. What else here? Yeah. All of our products are cruelty-free and environmentally friendly, vegan, gluten-free. So there's a lot of things that the products don't have, and everything inside the products is of the highest possible quality. And so what does that mean for you, right? Okay, so I've just talked about all this stuff, like the scientific stuff and what makes our products different than anything on the market. And this is why Monat is spreading like crazy, and this is why the company is growing as quickly as it is because people are seeing results. And it's just like any really good skincare regimen where you're really taking care of your skin and you're hydrating it and nourishing it. That is what Monat is doing for your hair. We are working at the scalp level and at the cellular level to reduce the amount of antioxidative stress, to increase the amount of moisture that your scalp and your hair feels, and also to get all that icky stuff that I said that we don't have, all the silicones and the parabens and the sulfates and the waxes and all the things that are used as like fillers for all the other products on the market. We get that off your hair and we get that off your scalp so that your hair can just grow in its natural state like it's supposed to. So I hope that clears up some of your questions. I've gotten a lot of them lately. Maybe it was scientific, I don't know, too scientific, but I hope it was helpful for you guys, and I hope that if you have any other questions, or if you want to try Monat and you want to get your hands on the product and see what it can do for your hair, please contact me. I would love to chat with you about, you know, what's going on with you, and if you need like if you have any concerns or specific issues that you want to address, because we do have like product lines for everyone. So many before and afters of people that have had total transformations. Like I said, the longer that you use it, the better that it gets. So if you haven't tried Monat yet, give us a shot. It is absolutely incredible and will totally transform your hair. All right, you guys, have a great week, and I will talk to you next time.